morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Meg, and you are watching Maker Mornings with Meg from the LovenStamps studio. And I am coming to you live this morning. Yay! I missed you guys last week. So we've got a really fun card that will inspire you to just pull stuff out and make something today. Since I wasn't with you guys last week. So thanks for your patience on that. I had big plans to come see you on Tuesday from Dallas Airport, but as you might know, air travel is not always as smooth as we might hope. So anyway, with that, I have today's card, which is featuring I forgot to bring them over here. Where did I put them? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Hello. I have two different stamp sets. So one of our stamps is the Bright Skies stamp set. This is one of the ones from the mini catalog. It is the mini catalog that runs through the end of April. So this one coordinates with designer series paper. The sunny, hold on, I flipped my paper around. So like having a brain, Sunny Days. I didn't want to say it wrong. Sunny Days paper, which I've used recently, so you guys saw. So I'm just going to throw it all on the table here. We're going to use that paper here again to make a really simple card. That is one you will want to create over and over again. And then we're going to add to it a couple extra greetings. So this one, Sunny Bright Skies, has really fun greetings in it. They're pretty specific. The brighter skies are on their way. You brighten my cloudy days. But I want to use the florals from here to just make a simple card because floral images go with everything. And the simple card greetings are going to come from Heartfelt Hellos. Now, this is one of the ones from the Sale-A-Bration mini catalog also. So this is one of the stamp sets that you can add to your collection for free. Who doesn't love that? And we're going to use a couple of greetings from this one. So both stamp sets to go with the paper and a really great card layout. I will show you a whole other version of this card that uses the Be Mine suite. So in case you're still looking for some cute bee things to make for Valentine's tomorrow or just for fun, you'll have that idea too. So good morning. I'm so glad to see you guys. I missed you. Hey, Tanya and Jeffrey and Sue. So good to see everybody back. So, all right, with that, I'm going to switch my camera and we're going to get started with stamping. All right, there we go. All right, and also I accidentally slept in my contacts last night. No good, right? So I am going to go ahead and wear my little cheater readers today instead. So, all right, so like I said, this is a really easy card layout. You are going to want to use this over and over again, so make sure you pin this video or mark it or take a picture of it or mark my blog post when I put it together later, however you keep track of ideas you'd like to use. But basically, we're starting with a 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 piece of cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and either fold this in half or score it in half. Now, I always fold. You guys are like, whoa, Meg, what are you doing there with your scoring tool? The reason that I'm scoring it is that sometimes I can't tell whether I've cut from the paper the full direction or the sideways direction, because 8 1/2 by 11 or 8 1/2 by 4 1/4 could come from either way in the cardstock. When you're using cardstock and you are cutting it or folding it against the grain, you always want to score so that you don't accidentally, mangle the spine of your card. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this on here at 4 1/4, and that way I know that we've scored it and I'm not going to get a messy fold there. Okay, so we've got that. And I'm going to need my trimmer here in a second because, hey Joan, hey Shar, we're going to go ahead and use this trimmer one more time because I am going to cut a diagonal on the front of our card. Now, we have a 4 x 4 piece of designer series paper, and this would fit just fine like this, and we could build our whole card on top of this, no problem. But even cooler is this diagonal DSP trick. So I'm going to go ahead and put my card on here so that I have the tip of our card there, and then I'm just going to kind of anchor that and swing the rest of it until I get the spine right there. Did I keep it in place? The spine right there on our cut line too. And this time, there, I'm going to move it. This time I'm going to use my cutting blade. Remember to use the little handle, just hold this down because this will trap your paper. And I'm going to cut that diagonal off the front of our card so that we have this, okay? Now, watch what happens when we put our designer series paper together with this. This is also one of the cards from the LovenStamps monthly tutorials for the month of February. So this is actually one of the card kits that you'll get in the mail if you're ordering at least $50 from me this month. So all the pieces will be in there ready to go for you to put together. So, all right, so I've got my piece here. You'll notice that I put my adhesive only on this side up here where the triangle is. And now I have this sort of fun card here where I'm going to open it like this. I'm going to have other paper that shows on the inside. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Kelly. Morning, Marty. But then we're going to do something magical with this paper. We're going to put this on the front. And what this does is it just sort of transforms our card and gives it just so much more kind of fun interest. And we didn't have to cut extra layers or figure out sizes of things or anything complicated. You guys saw all I did was trim this cardstock right here off the front of the card. And then I'm going to line it up again on the bottom and run this across here. So now we have this really fun triangle idea. That was a funny way to say that word. Triangle idea, other people might say. Right, so now we need to do some decorating on this. So let's bring in our stamps. We have Bright Skies and Heartfelt Hellos, and we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting here from Heartfelt Hellos. You could definitely do this with the Skies papers, but when I'm using the florals here for these, from the Sunny Days paper, I kind of like to focus on a little bit more neutral greeting. You could do the Brighten My Cloudy Days kind of thing still, but this is kind of like getting two stamp sets in one because there's like the whole floral aspect that goes with the papers, and then there's the whole cloudy aspect, clouds and sunshine that go with the paper too. So we're going to pull in this, I'm just going to use Hello, which is a great all-purpose. And I always talk about using colors more than once. We have this pretty shaded spruce here in the background. I think shaded spruce, right? Yes, shaded spruce in the background with our strawberries. And so I'm going to go ahead and ink up my strawberry or my Hello here with shaded spruce. And I've just stamped this on a little scrap of basic white. And I'm going to bring my trimmer in again to go ahead and trim that. So I like to see if I'm going to get a straight cut. I lay it on there, trap it down, and then I just double check this edge here to make sure that that is lined up on my grid lines on our ruler here. So really simple. All right, so now we have this Hello. We are clearly not done. You guys know this. Let's see. Joan said, do you have 4x4 envelopes? You do make them. Oh, Joan, that is a really good question. I actually would mail this in a regular medium size envelope. So one that fits a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. And the reason for that is that you don't have to pay extra square postage. I find that the card gets there just fine, and it's just got a little extra happy space in there. So, all right. So we have our greeting here. We're going to add a little extra to this. And of course, we haven't used our petal pink very much yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in some petal pink. I'm going to stamp a flower out here. And then I want to use our red again. So I'm going to use our Poppy Parade. We're going to stamp a Poppy Parade blossom kind of down here. I didn't want it really on the same horizontal plane as our other. Now I want to add some leaf stems to this, but I really don't want them to be as dark as our writing. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp off, and you can stamp off on your glass mat. Then you're not always searching for a scrap paper. So then of course, when you do that, you'll want to right away grab your chamois and just wipe that ink up. There we go. But it wipes up super easily, so super clean. All right, so now we have a cute little hello greeting, and we want to give this a home. We want to anchor this a little bit more nicely on our card, although it's not bad like that. So what I'm gonna do is take a strip of the more dazzle paper, sorry, focus. This comes in silver and gold, and it is part of sort of my sweet, the curated supplies for maker or monthly tutorials, LovenStamps monthly tutorials this month. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. Now, when I made this card the first time, this is a do what I say, not what I did. So I'll show you the easier way now. But I was like, oh, I got to glue that on there. And I put glue on the bottom, and then I had to stick it down. It was a little tricky. Don't stress yourself out like that. Just get this centered kind of where you want it. Pinch it. Flip it to the back side. grab your dimensionals and pop dimensionals on that intersection there between the two pieces of cardstock so that you have everything stuck down and you didn't have to like stress with glue popping out in the wrong place or anything. And I've got a teeny bit off there so I can even fix that. There we go. Okay. So I'm a big fan of making things easy for ourselves. So hopefully you guys can take that little tip. Now, this is okay on here, but I feel like it could have an even better base here with a little bit more oomph behind it, a little bit more focus. And so I'm going to pull out another piece of the Designer Series paper from the same package, and I'm going to punch here with our decorative circle punch, which I am kind of loving for all kinds of things this month. I used it for our last card. I'll remind you about the card because it's been 2 weeks that we showed last time. But then we have our base here, which really layers and gives this so much more. So here is the version without that circle, and here is the version with that circle. And you can just see how much more attached and focused our centerpiece is, okay? So we have that fun diagonal line that's running along our card, but then we have a nice focus created here by our extra centerpiece. And I'm just gonna put a strip of dimensionals here across the back like that, because why not add more dimensionals? All right, and then we're gonna pop this here on our card. Now, of course, we're not done yet because we need to put something on the inside of our card, but this fulfills our need for just a little bling and extra interest there. So Sue, I hope that's okay with you. And then I have a piece of 4x4 basic white cardstock. This is going to go inside our card. We have that fun DSP that continues to the inside. And you know what, I feel like on my stample, I didn't stamp here with the crushed curry, but I'm gonna bring that crushed curry back because I feel like it needs it just to remind us that we have that same color echoed there. So I'm gonna pull in now the flowers, again, from Bright Skies, and we're gonna do some stamping. Set this aside so I don't accidentally get ink on it. And I'm going to make some crushed curry blooms here, and then I'm gonna do my Poppy Parade. I'll pop there in the middle, and then we're gonna add some stems to these little babies. All right, and I got some ink on my glass mat there, so I'm just gonna do a quick whoop, 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 wipe. I love this thing. All right, so now we have that, and we need a greeting. So fortunately, Heartfelt Hellos has some things you can pop inside the card too. Oh, good. Sue checked off on the Dazzle, more Dazzle paper. Good. So depending on who you're sending this to, love you more. Happy Mother's Day. Thinking of this Easter. This would be a really kind of a cute Mother's Day card. So anyway, this set is kind of a nice one. Has mothers and fathers kind of things in there, so you don't have to have a whole set just for those. It just fits in with the greetings. But let's do Enjoy Your Day, which makes this kind of a universal card that I could use anytime. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop that there on our card. Same with Shaded Spruce, so that we can kind of bring that color back through out our design. And now we're gonna take this and pop this on the front. And I'll show you the version that I didn't use crushed curry inside. You guys can see what you think between the two. Okay, so popping this on here. I do love my multi-purpose liquid glue. It grabs really strongly, just not instantly, so you wanna be a little patient with it. But there we have that color that comes across on both sides. So there is our fun hello card there. Now here is another one. On the inside, I did the petal pink and the, what is that color? Poppy Parade instead. So I don't know if you guys have a thought. I'm kind of partial to the one with the crushed curry now that I've done it that way too. So different ideas. Yes, yeah. Joan says she loves 4x4 cards. I agree. Just FYI, this is a 4x4 DSP piece, and this is a 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, but I totally know what you mean. So anyway, so those are our pieces there. Now, if you wanted to add more bling and so forth to this, a great addition would be the adhesive backed hearts and flowers. You could absolutely, pop some of these on here in hearts or flowers or whatever you like. These petal pinky ones here in the middle would be a nice match for that. But let me show you another version of this card. So I also did one where I used the Be Mine paper, so it is very cute on both sides. But here are two different versions of that one. here with our bee friend, You're as Sweet as Honey. And then that one I stamped a little bit there on the background too. And then the insides of these, I used the, I can't remember the name of this stamp set. You can see the differences there. Cute flowers. And then there are, Life is Better When You're Crafting, right? You're as Sweet as Honey, Life is Better When You're Crafting. That is from the one that has the little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I can't remember the name of right now, but kind of a fun greeting to send to crafting friends. So, oh yeah. Kelly says she likes the crushed curry. Oh, Sue says crushed curry. Lots of votes for the crushed curry version. Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys on that. So, so lots of possibilities for doing with this fabulous paper. Now remember that we are already at February 13th. So this celebration treat and this celebration treat are on a limited lifetime at this point. They will be gone February 29th or when supplies run out. And the paper and stamps and so forth are what I'm doing this month for several projects. So here's the one that I shared last time. This was the Poppy Parade flower version. You can see where I used that same decorative circle punch. The links for the supplies are in the video description if you need any supplies. And more information about the LovenStamps card tutorials and getting the tutorials and the card kits for free as my order thank you. Then the other version of this that I made, so I turned the whole design sideways and used, like I said, there's the flowery strawberry version of the paper and the flip sides of the paper are the cloudy version. So here is that cloudy version that I used with the sunshine and the rainbow paper on there. So I don't know, can you see that it's the same layout? So here it's sort of the same layout design with the 3x3 paper and the 1x3 paper. So you can go back and watch. This is episode 432 if you need to go back and see that. Otherwise, when I do the video tutorial or the PDF tutorials for this, they are available. The videos are always linked in there, so they're easy for you to find so that you know where to find the videos for the card tutorials that you're getting by email or in the mail. So, all right. I do have a mail call to share with you. This is from my dear friend Pat. And she sent a card with the cute envelope there. So she made just cut the flap to match it from the designer series paper. And then here is Pat's cute card. And I love this paper and the hearts. And she went ahead and looks like brushed over this with maybe a blending brush. And I love the way it's caught the edges there of the texture to really bring those out. And then this is really pretty. I bet this is Wink of Stella. And look at it. Pat used the same Heartfelt Hellos today that we used on our cards. So definitely lots of different possibilities for ways to put that to work there. And then cute little pieces. Awesome. I love this. Super cute. Thank you, Pat. And then a little bit of paper decoration there on the inside. So, all right. So I think that covers us for today. And I got to leave my glasses on if I'm going to read comments. Sorry. That covers us for today and for our Maker Mornings with Meg. So I will be back on Thursday with another project for you. And, I think Thursday's project is going to be another designer series paper, a different one from Sale-A-Bration, but it's going to use the flip side of our designer series paper then too. So it's sort of have your paper and use the other side too. So watch for that one be coming on Thursday. So, I love that paper too, Carol. That's the most adored paper also from this little baby here. So remember, this is a really good time to be kind of looking through your wish list and grabbing some things because for each $50, you get a free item from here. So nice bonus for that. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you guys. It's good to see you again. And I will see you on Thursday for another Maker Mornings with Meg. So have a great day, everyone. Happy stamping.